Get these boogers out of my nose. All right.
Let's test the mic.
Manley.
So this
Stephen Manley. Dr. Stephen Manley.
Paging Dr. Manley. You don't get more manly than that.
He's right. It's the chest hairs.
You don't see Dr. Feminine.
No.
Paging Dr. Feminine. Hello.
Who would play that? Andy Dick. Right away.
Right away. Right off. Yep. He's got it. He's got that role wrapped up.
Shut up. Scalpel. Sorry. Go ahead.
I gotta have to slice this one.
Slice and dice, mister.
Yeah. So this is episode 82 divided by something.
Because it's 30-something.
34, I think. This is 34. So we made
also 30-something, like the famous television show.
Yes, I remember that show
Who
when I was
made
a
that
kid.
redheaded guy that I can never remember his name famous?
I don't know. Is it Tim something?
But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
The guy who none of us know his name.
Yeah. And I actually didn't like his character in that show.
I didn't either. I thought he was a selfish
the Michael guy.
Selfish little guy.
Yeah.
Michael was cool.
No.
Maybe that's why I liked him.
I think so.
The other guy was ugly.
He was ugly. And he cheated on his wife, which made me like him less.
He looked a little too much like Ralph Malph, and Ralph Malph. I loved Ralph, but
yeah, Ralph's
but
character
anything like similar to it, it's just off-putting. Ralph's just perfect the way he is, you know.
Yeah, you don't want him being serious or having a family ever.
No.
Ralph's supposed to be the guy that gets you in trouble, not the guy you go to work with every day.
Exactly.
All right, so we got lots of stories. These are actually pretty funny, I think.
Okay.
I picked them out, so if they're not funny,
do you have one? Well, go ahead. You go ahead. There's one that I saw this week that I wondered if you would see or not.
Okay. Well, we'll see if we get to it.
It's I think it's Japanese or Chinese.
That narrows it down to a lot of stories.
Oh, a lot?
Not a lot of stories that I have, but yeah.
Well, this is okay. Go for it.
We'll see. Well, first we got to tell folks so they can follow us on Twitter, MeWe or Parler. We may pick up another platform. I was looking maybe at Instagram. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I thought about creating just a Facebook account for Just Odd News Service, so I may do that so that we have just a page.
Yeah, I get that.
But I won't be rejoining Facebook, but I could put us back on.
Yep.
You know. Yep. We'll see. If we do, we'll announce it here. As always, click like, click subscribe. Leave us a message in the comments if you like the show. If you hate the show, well, click like and subscribe anyway. I guess. I don't know.
So you can hate us all the time.
Yeah. So, we might be your favorite, the one everybody loves to hate.
You have no idea how much people love to hate me.
Yeah.
You'll thank me for it later.
So I'm without my glasses today.
They want to punch me in the face right now.
I forgot them. I left them at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
So I'm going to have to blow everything up really big and then scroll. So if you see me going, and then holding the phone like this and backing it out, that's what's going on.
And then he had to go to the right door.
Okay. All right, so number one story, numero uno. I'm big into Spanish these days. Not really. Let's see. As 2020, a year that left many people feeling like things are going down the toilet, finally nears its end, an Indiana sanitation company is flush with praise. Get the pun there. Flush with praise.
I like it.
As it looks to celebrate the holidays in the new year. Service Sanitation of Gary, Indiana, used its portable toilets for an annual light show set to music with, I'm scrolling, animated faces on the porta potties that lip sync to songs. They call it the Jingle Johns, a lighted loo experience. The company said that its latest performance went number one this week, claiming it set a record for the most animated faces on a single holiday lights display for its 32 toilet rendition of Hallelujah Chorus. It shared a video of the performance online. Awesome, one commenter on the video wrote, "Great job, everyone." Service Sanitation is also touring 4 of the porta potties around parts of Indiana and Illinois. Of course, this is Indiana and Illinois. For a 20-minute live light show with several songs. The schedule is up on the company's website with stops scheduled at church events, a drive-in movie, and a New Year's Eve fireworks celebration. So in my mind's eye, I'm thinking of somebody going into the John, not knowing it's about to be a light show, sit down, do their business, and all of a sudden the light show kicks off. They're wiping it. They come out in the middle, and everybody's like,
Yeah.
You got a huge audience around.
Man, Christmas has really gone down the toilet this year, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Or like,
This thing has different ones, too.
oh, that's cool.
I didn't know this, but there's a... Oh, maybe it doesn't.
Liar.
Maybe that's just the volume.
Liar. Oh, hey.
That's, yeah.
Okay.
That's just the volume of
Okay. All right.
the thing.
I liked it, though.
thought that was different ones, but I guess
Can
not.
we do that right after sad stories, too? Whoa!
Oh, that's loud.
That's better, yeah. That's
we'll get it
wow,
out of
that
there.
one was crazy loud.
That's going to get it edited out. That's going to blow the speakers. I'll have to
Oh,
go in
that
there and cut
hurts.
that audio out of there. Wow.
Yes.
I don't remember where we were. I got playing with the drums. So you made the bad pun about the
Oh yeah,
the
flush.
toilet-
Yeah,
that
yeah.
flush.
You know, I lived right near Gary for a year.
Did you?
When I was growing up, yeah.
I've been by there, and it's not a nice place.
I didn't live in there,
Yeah.
in Gary, but like 5 minutes away.
I've seen cops there.
It was the worst place I've ever lived. You know, the gangs in our neighborhood beat us up in our
I
front
shouldn't
yard.
be smiling because that's actually not nice.
Yeah, no, they
but-
beat us up in our front yard. They did, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a
Yeah,
terrible
I remember
year.
watching an episode of Cops that
I
was in
couldn't
Gary,
ride
Indiana.
my-
I'm like, Gary, Indiana?
I couldn't ride. No, you drive through there and there's old buildings. I don't know if they're apartment buildings or
Yeah.
business or hospitals or whatever, all boarded up, all of them. And,
That's bad.
and all of them had, like, there was one that they called, had its name came from like how many shootings were in there. Like one a week or something for a long time. It was ridiculous.
That sounds like a happy. It sounds like Chicago. now.
It's right by Chicago.
Yeah, that same kind of love.
It's
and-
about 45 minutes outside.
okay. Well, that makes sense. I didn't realize it was that close. But
Yeah.
all right.
Made me who I am today.
There's a little bit more about that story, but I don't
Bitter.
think we need to cover.
Okay.
I think we got the best part of that story.
I think so. Yeah.
Just the fact that it's toilets. Here, I do have a picture here, and this, of course, this will be on the screen. And you can kind of
Yeah.
get an idea of what they, all the toilets that they had. Yeah, so we'll put that up on the screen
that's
here.
so
and,
strange.
Yeah. All right, so we can move on to the next story. It was a bad hair day, H-A-R-E, hair day. Someone returned a stuffed hare on Tuesday that had been stolen from an Indiana restaurant last week, Fox 59 Indianapolis reported. Surveillance video showed an unidentified customer at the 1933 Lounge in Fishers picking up the taxidermied hare called Theodore A. Hare.
Of course.
On Friday night. The animal is dressed in a fancy hat and carries an old shotgun, and he serves as the restaurant's mascot. So the restaurant posted about the stolen hare on social media and offered a $500 gift card for its return. Bryn Jones, vice president of marketing and retail for the restaurant's owner, Hughes Culinary, told the Indianapolis Star that replacing the hare would have cost about $1,000. No questions asked, no hard feelings, the restaurant tweeted. Our only hope is that he's returned unharmed. The hare turned up at the restaurant on Tuesday night when someone dropped him off in the trash bag with a note apologizing, and here's what the note said. Sorry, this was a drunken mistake. As if we didn't know that.
Unfortunately, it was actually alive when they gave it back. They don't know how they did it.
They must have found a hat with some magic. he was well taken care of.
He said he was in great shape when he came back.
Yeah, he was in better shape
He
the
was
way he
running
left.
marathons,
He wouldn't sit still.
chasing little chickadees.
I'm going to show you the picture of him as well. Let's see if I can...
I like bunnies.
blow
The
this
hairs
up.
are big, but I like
come
bunnies.
You can't quite see it that well, but it's there on the... It's got the little shotgun and the... Yeah, so we'll put that up and you guys can see that
Almost
on the
looks
screen.
like a, I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah. It's not a jackalope anyway.
Nope.
You know, that's the...
It's a tetelope.
Do you remember the jackalope? What was that?
Yeah.
Funniest videos?
Yes.
And he would have that goofy
Bob
thing.
Saget.
Bob Saget,
Back in the Bob Saget days.
Yeah, he had the little jackalope running around doing
Yes.
strange things.
That was funny, man.
That actually was a funny bit.
And a lot of people thought they were real.
Yeah.
Like that made people think, they're probably real.
Yeah, it's probably... It's got a little...
Little rabbit
with antlers. The jackalope. Yeah, I'll have to put a picture of that up too for some of the folks that may not be familiar with that.
Jackalope.
Yeah, crazy.
Love it.
China's aviation authority released new
Nope.
COVID-19
not the
safety
one.
guidelines that include the suggestion. So let me rephrase
I'm sorry, yeah.
The Aviation Authority released new COVID-19 guidelines that include the suggestion that flight attendants wear diapers to avoid using plane lavatories.
What?
Yeah, this is real.
I guarantee. Listen, just we'll hold it right here. I guarantee. If I was a flight attendant, they would not have that rule after one flight.
No.
I promise you. They wouldn't be breathing.
No. You smell something? Oh.
Somebody throw up burritos? What is that?
Definitely, you know what we need to do? We need to invest in the company that makes the vomit bags for the airline. Because those Chinese airlines are going to be,
I'm telling you,
they're going to be burning through them. What did you eat?
Brenda, I told you not to eat broccoli. Dang it!
We'll hold up to 20 pounds of your urine and feces. Oh man! Oops! I crapped my pants. On the airline.
That's great, man.
No, but this is the
Airline edition.
The Civil Aviation Administration of China's document titled "The Technical Guidelines for Epidemic Prevention Control for Airlines" offers suggestions for hygiene practices to prevent flight crew members from contracting the coronavirus.
Okay.
Includes use of medical masks, other personal protective equipment, and then it recommended that cabin crew members wear disposable diapers and avoid using the lavatories, barring special circumstances to avoid infection risks. Yeah.
I'm never flying
You're
there.
crazy.
I'm never flying there.
No. Oh, good.
I will
night.
not.
That is horrifying. That's horrifying.
Have you been on board with the baby? And they can't help it.
Yeah.
And you expect that. That's okay. That happens.
I've been around many babies.
Oh, yeah, of course you have. Well, you've been around a lot. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, it does
you don't,
happen.
But that's different.
Yeah. Changing a baby
If
diaper.
you don't have to smell poop,
No,
why would
because
you?
you wrap it up and you go put it in something else. You don't just sit there and sit in it.
No.
Which is what they're recommending is
Oh,
you
don't
just
worry,
go.
I'm not sitting.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
okay.
be standing for
I
the
keep
rest of the
moving.
flight.
It'll be fine. I'll just move here and there and here and there.
It's really warm
And
right
it's
now.
gonna be wafting around.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Even if you just pee in there, it's gonna smell
Anything.
disgusting.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it don't take long for that smell to kind of permeate the air.
Not long at all.
Oh. So yeah,
Not
China.
long at all.
Good thinking.
You're it.
I have a hunch that now that they're doing this, they'll bring that to work and they'll say, instead of going to the bathroom and having bathroom breaks,
Let's be more efficient.
let's be more efficient, and it's for your own safety.
That's what they did on The Big Bang Theory when they were playing that video game all
Yeah.
weekend.
Yep. Just wear a diaper. Put
They
on
were
a
really
diaper.
mad. I can't remember if one guy didn't have one. They were mad. I was like, "Oh, it's you. That's
Yeah. Apparently, you're not dedicated enough.
yeah. You don't want to win."
That's it. All right. So that's pretty much it for that one. So we can move on. See how we're doing on time. We got enough time for this story. This is another Chinese story. So
Okay.
we'll see if this one fits. This is from.
Does it have to do with the body part?
Yes, it does.
Uh-oh.
This is a Wang.
Yes.
Wang Liatai is no
That's-
ordinary kung fu master.
Yes.
65-year-old from a village, yes, in central China, practices a unique and excruciating-looking strand of martial arts coined Iron-Crotch.
Yes. I was hoping you'd be doing this story, man.
You should
The
have said
Iron-Crotch.
that.
I couldn't remember like the name of the story. I just remembered the crotch. I didn't
The
want to say
Iron-Crotch,
you know
yeah.
the crotch.
You know the crotch story?
When you practice Iron-Crotch Fu, as long as you push yourself, you'll feel great.
Bruce Lee would be proud.
Said Wang, head of his Zhentun martial arts.
His name is Wayne.
I was waiting for you to pick up on that. I hope he doesn't feel offended that we
No,
use
dude,
Wayne
that
to
just
refer
happens to,
to
be a slang here. That happens in a lot of languages.
Oh gosh.
But that's freaking hilarious.
He's been practicing the technique for around a half a century, has 2 children, insists that with the correct methods and sufficient practice, does not hurt and has no effect on fertility. The iron crotch, mastery of which is gained by taking hits to the body's weakest points while using Qigong breathing techniques to ensure oneself, is just one element of the branch of Tong Bao Kung Fu that has been practiced in Wang's village for the past 300 years. The style encompasses scores of attack techniques as well as resisting pressure, pain, or hits to other sensitive areas.
Mm-hmm.
We also have iron throat, iron head, iron chest, and iron back as well.
How about iron anus?
Okay, go ahead.
Breathe. Just make sure you're breathing right. Oh, man.
You didn't breathe right. Hello, 911. Do you have long tongues?
So that's why. So there were once around 200 people regularly practicing in the village. Said Tang, who's a different master. But now there are just over 20. The number that can practice the Iron-Crotch technique has dropped from around 80 to just 5. So that's the guys
5 people
that can actually take the hits in crotch fu here.
Well, do you remember that guy? I don't know. Did you ever watch what's that? America's Got Talent?
Yeah, I've seen the show.
I used to watch it some years ago when it was on, and when Howie, and Howard Stern, I think, was on there. It was early.
Okay.
And they had a guy on there. It was a whole stunt team. It was all about him getting hit in the crotch, and it was just this white teenage guy who just got the beat out of his crotch, and it was great. They loved it. Yeah. They voted. He got like to the 3rd or 4th level.
Wow.
Maybe the 3rd, but
well, it's hilarious.
It is
original.
funny, but he took it. So I mean, does he know that? Is he one of those guys?
I don't know.
Because if he's not, then there's other guys that can do that.
Yeah, he's not alone.
He did it in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
I was hurting the whole time.
Oh man. Yeah. No, thank you. But the reason that okay, so it's dropped from 80 to just 5, and then it says that's why Wang and his fellow masters started to actively promote their style of kung fu, adopting the swinging log device in 2016 to demonstrate the Iron-Crotch technique.
The swinging what?
The swinging log. So they actually have this log that they pull back.
I saw the picture.
Let it come in a swing, and it bonks. So they started that to help promote it. So I'm going to stop with that story there because I don't know if there's anything else we have to say about that.
Unfortunately, the 5 are now. What?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, I can't remember.
That was probably important.
No, it wasn't. Well, the 5 are now addicted to the log every day.
They got to be out there.
No, my turn.
Wake up in the night, have sweaty fever dreams about hitting it with the log.
Further!
I can take more. I can take more. No, this will kill you. I can take more. We'll never know until we push.
Well, you lost your left leg. I can stand on my right.
You climb on it. Climb on the log.
You'll be its leg.
All right. So this is story number 5.
Oh, that's great.
William Shakespeare from Warwickshire, England, was one of the first people to receive the newly approved COVID-19 vaccine outside of a clinical trial on Tuesday. The 81-year-old had the injection at the University Hospital in Coventry on Tuesday, 20 miles from Stratford-upon-Avon, the birthplace of his namesake, England's greatest dramatist and poet. So what they're not telling you is that actually is the William Shakespeare. He just made sure he came back to vote.
I get it. Oh, yeah, of course.
He had to come back and vote in the 2020 election, so...
I don't blame him.
Yeah, and they figured...
There were a lot of good old guys that came back.
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin.
A lot of people. A lot of people came from the dead to vote in this one. I know now that's, it's not okay to say
Zeppo Marx.
Hippo Marx.
Zeppo.
Oh, Zeppo.
He came back.
Zeppo. Yeah, good for him. He voted... Who did he vote for?
Huh? Oh, he went independent.
Ah, good.
Yeah.
Good.
He wrote his own in.
Himself.
Tweety Bird.
He would probably too.
He's from that era. So.
Yeah,
He would have voted Woody Woodpecker.
He wasn't around, bud.
Wasn't around. Yeah.
Well, he might have been.
I don't know.
That may be older than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, he might have been. So anyway,
That's crazy.
Inspired Twitter users who joked, "The Taming of the Flu" and "The Two Gentlemen of Corona." Some asked if Margaret Keenan was patient 1A and then Shakespeare patient 2B or not 2B.
Yeah.
An old
I was thinking of a bunch of those 2B or not 2B.
Yeah, that was an old Robin Williams. He did that joke. Is this 2B or not 2B?
Yes.
Yep.
He was great. Yeah.
That was funny. A Romanian cobbler who made giant shoes to help keep people
I saw this
apart during the first wave of COVID-19 has come up with a new line of huge winter boots to stamp out the second onslaught of the disease. Grigore Loop said the shoes he launched in May in a European size 75 had sold across the world and helped to keep his store afloat in the Transylvanian city of Cluj.
Well, it's from Transylvania.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Well, that's not creepy at all.
No, you could sleep in the shoes after,
Yep.
If you don't have a coffin handy.
Dude.
Just line the shoes back to back.
I need a date, so give me a pair of the shoes. Maybe they'll work. I don't know.
It might. He started making them when he noticed people were standing too close together and ignoring social distancing rules. Two people facing each other in his elongated footwear would be forced to stand just under 2 meters apart, just under 6 feet. Wow. On top of the regular orders, he also said he got calls from performers, including a Belgian dance group and a U.S. rock band, and a number of people who just had very big feet. I want to meet the man who has big enough feet
Yep.
to wear a size 75.
That is great.
I got a lot of orders from people with large shoe sizes. They figured if I can make a size 75, I can also make a size 50.
Totally makes sense. Well, European, I don't know how it differs from...
It didn't look like, 3 foot long that's a big shoe.
That's huge.
It's a big shoe. But a size 50 is probably like a basketball player, like a 6 foot
In
6
Europe,
or 6
yeah,
foot 8 guy.
yeah, because Shaq wears like a 21 or a 23, and that's,
something like that, yeah.
That's probably similar.
He's come up with long-nosed winter boots, also size 75. The boots are taller, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, he just makes giant shoes. It's kind of fun.
Can he make some custom stilettos?
You make them 6 foot tall. So, but I want my toes touching the floor.
It's good for my calves.
Lifts the rear. Lifts it right up. Need a little lift back there sometime.
I look great in a kilt.
You too?
Absolutely.
Can't wait for windy days.
You might want to look away.
Sorry, the little kids are crying. Sorry, kids. You look weird.
Told you they were too young. Get back.
Sorry.
You wouldn't survive in Scotland, kids. 7 or 8 days.
If he's anything like Willie from The Simpsons, he wouldn't.
No.
He's great.
Oh, man, what a character that dude is. A 50-year-old man has filed a lawsuit after wildlife officials say he was mauled by a captive black leopard in a backyard animal enclosure in South Florida. Dwight Turner paid $150 for a quote-unquote full contact experience with the black leopard, which allowed him to, quote, play with it, rub its belly, and take pictures.
All right.
Local station reported. A report by the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission said the incident happened August 31st in Davie, which is near Fort Lauderdale, of course, Florida. The agency charged the owner with allowing full contact with an extremely dangerous animal, and he was cited for maintaining captive wildlife in an unsafe condition. WPLG reports that Turner is now suing the owner of the leopard. The owner, Michael Poggi, has a Facebook page in which he claims he runs an animal sanctuary for rare and endangered animals.
Sounds like sort of an entrapment, sort of.
Yeah, maybe.
What did the guy look like? Was he bald? Was he holding a cat doing this?
I don't know.
It sounds like one of his escapades.
I didn't see the picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm assuming it's Dr. Evil.
So the man was attacked as soon as he entered the leopard's enclosure. The injuries were so severe that his scalp was hanging from his head and his right ear was torn in half.
Wow.
Yeah, he got. So he required multiple surgeries. Quote, he went for the jugular, took Turner's head in its mouth, and the ear was pretty much removed.
He did what he would do in the wild.
Yeah. He was trying to eat him. Or attack a
Who's to say he was treated well? Either most of those animals are either mistreated or neglected.
Yeah, that's what I think is probably the case.
Yeah,
there,
absolutely.
But even so, to pay for a full contact experience with a dangerous animal, it's pretty stupid.
It's dumb, and I'm sure he signed a waiver. I'm sure
he did, but it doesn't matter. Gross negligence.
No, that's true, but don't be an idiot.
No, you shouldn't be.
But I agree with that. But still, I mean, don't get me wrong. He paid his price.
He paid for that stupidity.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll carry those scars forever.
Man, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Poor guy. I feel bad for him.
All right, so this is the last one.
Got Van Gogh.
The last story. This is a little bit adult, a little bit off color. I apologize for this in advance, but it's pretty funny. Organizers of the Bad Sex and Fiction Award have called off this year's ceremony, saying people have suffered enough in 2020. Organizers of the Bad Sex and Fiction Award have called... Oh, I'm sorry, I already said that. Set up in 1993 by the Literary Review, the annual prize honors the most outstandingly awful scene of sexual description in an otherwise good novel. But as the world remains in the grip of COVID-19 pandemic...
Don't say grip.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man. It just came out.
It was felt that an award... I don't even want to say felt.
Don't say felt. Every word now I'm going to have to... Okay, go ahead.
It was... the award... It was...
Sorry.
I'm trying to think of a replacement word for felt.
Nope, there's none.
It was felt that the award this year would be one step too far. Previous winners, who are nearly all men, just saying, included Morrissey, Tom Wolfe, Giles Corrin, A.A. Gill, and Melvin Bragg.
You know it.
As much as Sky News, this is a Sky News article, would like to feature their award-winning work here, it's all perhaps just a bit too sexy for a family audience.
Yes.
Or not.
Yeah.
Let's just say that references to a bulbous salutation from Morrissey and the repetition of slither, 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 slither wolf have been involved. I can't even imagine.
What is this?
In a statement, the review
I thought
said...
that was National Geographic for a second.
Yeah, it did kind of sound like that. Judges took the difficult decision to cancel the prize, saying the public has been subjected to too many bad things this year to justify exposing it to bad sex as well. However, there's no excuse for a rise in bad sex in writing next year, they said. So
That's good.
Isn't that great?
That's good, man.
Yeah, it was a well-written
That's
article.
great.
I have to commend the author of that article.
That's funny.
Sky News. It was pretty funny.
That's funny, man.
Slither, 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 slither. I don't even know what that could be referring to. I'm not sure I want to know.
It's dirty, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
can't.
happening-
I don't have an image.
No, all I can think of is like a snake.
A gross feeling inside.
Yeah.
Slither.
The other one's funny.
I hear Andy to
Slither, slither.
Oh, no.
Slither, slither.
No, yeah, but that's just him. He's a slithery.
Well, he slithers around.
Yeah, he's kind of a slithery guy. But the bulbous salutation, was that what it was? A bulbous salutation?
Yeah, that.
What in the world?
I don't know why you're hanging your
think
garlic out
when I
there.
hear the word bulbous, I think of like one of them guys with the big blown up noses.
I thought of like a garlic bulb or an onion bulb.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I thought of right away.
Bulbous, yeah.
I'm like
a
that.
bulb.
Look at mine.
Like bulb, you know.
The big old bulbous.
He exposed his bulbous. Keep your bulbus in your pants. Oh, wait, no.
That's what I named my overweight pug.
That's what I named my children.
Come here, Bulbous. Come here, Bobby.
Bobby, get in here.
I was just mentioning about that one story about Spike Lee because they said something about he had to change. I can't remember the theme or something, but it says something about it's about Viagra now. It sounded hilarious.
Okay.
I don't know if we have a minute.
We got time. I think so. Yeah, we got time.
Oh, the caption is, and I can say it says entertainment news.
Okay.
The caption is, director Spike Lee changes direction with musical about Viagra.
It changes direction about Viagra, huh? What was it, going up and now it's going down?
I think it's curved. Let's see here. Director.
We're already
trying to go
we're already
right
doing
past
bad
it.
sex puns, so we might as well just keep sticking with it. Oh, man, that's bad.
Director Spike Lee, best known for making movies about the experience of being black in America, is switching course with a musical on the subject of Viagra.
Makes sense. Makes total sense.
That's a totally easy transition.
Yeah.
I think. What?
I can't imagine where that...
Lee will direct the as-yet untitled film from a screenplay is co-written about the discovery and launch of the erectile dysfunction drug.
We should have a contest to name the musical. Help name Spike Lee's musical about Viagra.
Yes.
You know,
White men can jump.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole.
That's great, man. But I just thought that sounds hilarious.
That is funny. No, I didn't see that one.
That's
I did not see that
good
story
switch.
out there.
That's a good switch.
Yeah, wow. I went from this heavy, deep topic to Viagra.
Yeah.
Talk about
You
something
know it's
that
important.
helps 60-year-old men still keep it rolling, you know.
Hope 60-year-olds feel like 52.
If you ever get the chance, look up Norm Macdonald talking to Dennis Miller about Viagra. And there's some language. It's pretty
I'm
foul
sure
language.
there's some language, yeah.
But it's the gist of it is very simple. You know, who's the guys that are taking the Viagra? Yeah. He's like, these are the guys now that have the 3-hour erection.
Yeah.
You know, and the rest of us got normal ones.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Man.
and he had quite a. I don't want to spoil the joke because he sets it up.
Yeah,
and knocks it down, but in a way I can't do
I
because
love it when he does that stuff.
yeah,
man.
it's pretty funny and
any story about his dad, his
Yeah.
dad, brilliant.
killer stuff.
Brilliant.
Literally the heart attack.
Yeah,
one.
he made it funny though.
Yeah, I know. There's no. I don't know who could do
You're
that.
laughing the whole. I mean, he made it funny.
Yeah, and one of the best lines I think I've ever heard is the only thing the heart understands is violence.
yes. That was a great line.
Yeah, just
It's funny, and then you're like, man, that is way true.
yeah, there's truth there. That's
That's great.
a little transcendent truth on top
Yeah,
of it.
I liked it.
All right, that's all we got today.
All right.